you once again and welcome you into my home. Today, I should like to explain a little bit of my stance with regards to politics. Specifically, regarding matters of finance and the Department of Education. There is a user by the name of Chunks of Earth, a fine gentleman out of Florida, who has put forth the observation that we never seem to hold to task the students and the parents of those students as regards failures in the educational system. I quite agree. It is a shame, nay, almost a crime, that we do not hold accountable the student for their failure to learn, the parent for their failure to inform the child how important, how vital it is that the child receive a quality education, that they might be able to someday contribute to society as a whole. Now, how does this relay or equate to my politics and where I stand with regards to financing? Very simply, I would prefer to see this country, where I live, spend more of its financial and intellectual resources on educating the youth as opposed to building equipment and training soldiers in order to blow up another country's children. I find it highly suspect that we are willing to spend millions upon millions of dollars for the creation of new weapons technology. Yet, we do not spend that money on ensuring that literacy and the capability to properly go forth and utilize mathematics in the workplace and in life. We do not teach these things to our children. They are not learning it. It is not entirely the failure of the instructors, though they must take their share of the blame. But so too must the students, and so too must the parents. To every parent who wonders why their child cannot seem to grasp the fundamentals of algebra, I ask you this: have you seen your child's educational material? If the book was printed in 1978, then it's no wonder your child doesn't understand it, because the information is no longer 100% valid. Educational techniques must grow as we grow. Time cannot stand still for the Department of Education. It must not stagnate. Teachers must be given tools with which to teach. If they cannot reach a youth, it is not necessarily because the teacher is not a good instructor. It may very well be that that teacher doesn't have the tools at their disposal that are required in order to be able to reach to their children, to their students. Yet we are far more than willing to throw money at the Department of Defense. How best do we defend our future? We educate it. We teach the children that war need not be a necessity. And perhaps, if they learn of matters of intelligence, if they learn of matters of communication and diplomacy, perhaps the future will not look so war-torn. if we take the opportunity to teach them now how to subsist, to survive, and furthermore to thrive as a society and as an individual. Perhaps then by the time they reach our age, they won't have to worry about picking up a gun and going over to some country they cannot even pronounce in order to blow the living hell out of the inhabitants therein. Just a thought. Ladies and gentlemen, I thank you once again for coming, and I hope that my tone, while zealous, has not driven you away with aggression. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Journeyman, and I hope this finds you well. Adieu.